Hey guys, in this video I have some examples of entry pathing on T side overpass from Liquid in their match against EG, so let's get started. So this first one we're going to see is that Liquid, they're going to start moving up towards the middle area, and notice how they're sticking to this wall as close as possible. And the reason why they do this is because they want to avoid being seen from an opper that might be playing in this spot here. And generally for this opper, he's going to be spotting towards the connector and middle at the same time. So by them walking along this wall here, they avoid being seen as much as possible. It's only when Naf kind of shows the shoulder a little bit, Cirque's able to take a shot. But notice how Liquid, when they start popping through, that Naf and Twist, they immediately move on to this side of the wall, while Nitro and Elite, they stay on this side. And basically when Cirque re-peeks here, he doesn't really have a shot. As you can see, he's aiming towards the middle. He doesn't really have a good angle on this side of the wall or this side of the wall. Cirque is forced to fall back. And you can see that Naf and Twist, they're going to start making their way up towards the site immediately. They're going to start moving up along this wall here as quickly as they possibly can. They want the shortest path to be able to take down Cirque. As Cirque, he's going to get taken down from the truck area. And also notice is that as they start clearing out the site here, Twist, he's still watching towards the long A area. And Elige, he's going to be clearing out the bank just in case anyone pushes through. And now they have the A site. So we see this from Cirque's point of view here. As Liquid, they start moving up along this wall here. He can't really see any of them. He spots Naf's shoulder, he takes a shot. And then now when he re-peeks, he basically doesn't have a shot because you can see that both these players are on this left side of the wall and Nitro and Elite are still on the right side of the wall. So generally the opera's dream is to be able to see somebody that's moving towards this middle area. So generally the rule of thumb is when you're moving up towards the middle area, you either want to be on this wall or you want to be on this wall. You don't want to be going towards the middle. And Cirque, when he's falling back towards this truck area, you can see that the flashes that Liquid throw and Naf just charging him down immediately. Cirque, he isn't expecting him to go up that quickly. So this next one is going to be a monster hit, a slow one. So Stewie's going to be along the left side of the pipe here, while Nitro's going to be along the right side. And notice how Stewie, he's going to be clearing the right, while Nitro's going to be clearing the left. Naf, he's just floating just behind them. He's going to be throwing flashes for them. But what I want to point out here is that as they get flashed here, you're going to notice that Nitro, he's actually going to move from the right to the left. He's going to move from the right to the left. And you generally want to do that when you're the first or second person in towards this monster area, that when you get flashed, you want to move to the left as soon as you can. That way your third and fourth player who have a lesser chance of getting flashed, they can actually fight for you. You want to open up a pathway for them to be able to cover you. So that's why when you get flashed, you want to move towards the left. So in this round, I think there's some slight miscommunication, but generally when you don't have a heaven smoke, you want to make sure you don't cross this pillar side here. And that's what we're going to see here is that Stewie and Naf, they're going to make sure that they move along this side of the site. They want to go along here. And the reason why you want to do that is because if you don't have a smoke towards heaven, they can actually take a very easy angle on you on this side here, on the other side of the pillar, right? So if you move along this side here where you're closer towards the site, the heaven player is not going to be able to see you. And that's what you're going to notice from Stewie and Naf. They both path towards the site side, while Nitro here, there is a heaven smoke in this particular round. So Nitro, he's going to move along towards the barrel side. And also notice how when he starts moving towards the pit area, he's making sure to peek along this wall here. His back is against this wall here. He wants to have the best possible angle he can, the deepest angle he can, to be able to kill this player. However, he ends up getting flashed just as when he's about to peek, and he ends up going down. But generally, the thing to take away from this is that if you don't have a heaven smoke, you generally want to path in this direction. So this is going to be a fast monster push, and what we're going to see here is that Twist, he's going to be the third one who has a smoke, and he's basically just going to smoke the Molotov that the CTs typically throw. You see that Elige and Stewie are going to be leading the way. Stewie's playing anti-flash and Elige. I want to note how he actually comes out of this. So as the smoke pops, you're going to notice that Elige, he actually moves to the right as he comes out. He moves to the right, that way to give space for a second and third player to also be able to fight at the same time. They're able to take down Breezy, and as they start making their way towards the site, you're going to see here that they have a heaven smoke here, and Stewie's going to do something really unconventional here. He's going to just run through the smoke and take down Ethan, while Twist, Elige are going to be spreading out towards this side of the site to be able to take down Tarek, who's in the pit. So what I want to point out here once again is from Breezy's point of view, because Elige swings out wide, look at all the space he gives to his teammates. You can see that Breezy, when he peeks, Elige is already way out here, while Twist and Stewie are still here. So this is definitely going to be a trade kill at the very minimum. Breezy ends up going down. And what I want to point out as well is that Stewie, despite him jumping through the smoke, he actually does it in a very smart way. He doesn't just jump immediately towards the site. You can see the way he pats himself, the way he pats himself is so that he can isolate these angles. So from this angle here, if there's somebody playing the sandbag and he's spawning towards the site, you can see that Stewie doesn't really expose himself to this player at all, as he's basically behind the sandbag the entire time, so he takes down Ethan. So he's not exposing himself to this player here. So this example here is going to be a long A take. It's going to be a slow one. And notice how here that Nitro and Stewie, as they start moving up towards long A, they're making sure to hug this part of the wall as much as possible, while Elige is covering them from further back. And the reason why they go along this wall here is because if somebody's jump spotting here, it's actually quite hard to be able to spot a player who's running up or walking up this side of the wall. And even for somebody who might be peeking from the site here, they're generally going to be peeking a more shallow angle like this rather than a deep angle like this, as they're going to be exposing themselves more to fights if they do so. So as they start moving up towards the entrance, you're going to see that Nitro, he's going to be peeking towards the A site. And notice how he's taking a bit of a wider angle. Stewie's still playing up close. And then when Tarek peeks here, he basically has no chance. And also notice that as they start moving towards the site here, Nitro is actually going along the back side of the site as he still has, or as he has a bank smoke and a jump up smoke. Stewie's going to do the same thing as well. They're going to path on this side of the site here. And the reason why you want to do that is because you don't want to give yourself too many fights that you have to deal with by going towards this side, as you have to deal with players here, here, and here all at the same time. But for Nitro, he only has to expose himself to fights in this area before he crosses behind this box, and he can worry about truck and jump up if they pass through the smoke. And only after Nitro passes towards here, then he can peek towards this headshot area. If we see from Tarek's point of view here, you can see that as he peeks, he's just peeking out way too wide, as the players are already way up close on him. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this helpful, drop this video a like and comment down below. If you want to see more content from me, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video of mine. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.